Let's do some CSS. It's almost the same shape reflected. But this line right here is going to be the issue. There's got to be a way. I think I can think of one way to do it would be to have this line just be the body, or have this be like no. So okay, so the box here, this is a square, right? And then we have 1/4 of the square is a different color. That's an easy conic gradient to do, and then you can rotate it and it's there. Now I could do a mirror image of that square, box reflected up, and the second one we could tack on a linear gradient to be that edge, or the first one would have to be that with the linear gradient blocking it. I think I know how to do this. I think we can do one p tag. No, that won't work. I think I can do this. That won't work. Man, that layering is gonna be a pain, and I know there's a clever way to do it. Like, I should only have to write this conic gradient once, and then flip another one and layer it. But I need that salmon color to layer underneath one of them. So it needs to be a different background. If I do the body as one of them, and then do a p tag. Yeah, actually, I think I have a way, and I think it's kind of a clever. It might be clever, it might be dumb. I think it'd be easier to explain it. I'm going to do a star selector and do this background for the HTML, right? So it's technically going to be everything has this orange color. Okay. Then I'm going to style the body with the conic gradient, but I'm going to do a plus star on that. So it's going to be anything that's an adjacent sibling of anything at that point. And then we should be able to do a p tag. We're going to do 2 p tags. So the first one, I should be able to pick up this background color and style it. And then the second p tag hopefully picks up the body's background color. That's how I think it's going to work. I'm going to hit the plus star. This might just work horribly, and then, we're back to square one. Okay, so this upper thing has to be our first one because it's the bottom layer. So our body is going to get a new background, and it's going to be a conic gradient, and we can rotate it whichever. So let's just start with the first color and say 25%, and then we're going to do that 0. Really easy to write a conic gradient and make a square box. Now we'll margin it to size. I'm going to put a position fixed. No, I don't want position fixed on this one. I want it on everything. I'm going to do it on the here. Now this has gone away because I did position fixed. Now I have to add padding to bring it back. It makes it a little easier to size it, you know, like there. That looks about right. Um, but because of the position fixed and then having to do padding as well and then margin to place it, it makes it a little, it's just a few more characters doing all of that, having to do multiple things. And so the rotate, you don't need transform rotate, you can just do rotate now. It's not 90 degrees, it's the half of that, 135. Yeah, 90 plus 45 is 135. I was right. Okay, I'm actually going to get rid of that. And we're going to margin it into the middle. It's not really the middle. 0, 1, 50. Yeah, it looks about right. Right? What happens if we throw a rotate on it now? It's pretty close. It just needs to move up a bit. Okay, I like it. I like that that's a simpler one. Let's move it up. Okay, I see what's happening. It's perfect. It is actually this upper line, and then we're just seeing the shadow of these things. Okay, that looks good. Now let's see what our p tag looks like. Padding 100. Oh, margin probably needs to be. Oh, I don't have any p tags written in. That's why it's not showing up. I was doing all this stuff to see where it would show up at. There it is. Look at that. Okay. 100, 100, 50. Oh, it's on a rotation. It's on a rotation, so it's moving weird. There we go. Okay, notice how one is square and one is rotated? That is perfect. Because I overwrote the background on both of them, let's see what happens. Yes, good. Okay, so which one? Okay, I'm gonna get rid of one of the p tags so I can see where this one is. It's rotated 135 degrees, so the margin is now just moving it weird directions. Let's pull off. Why is it rotated though? Because the plus star, like I'm getting this background and not this background, but I am getting this rotate. Strange. Why are some things inheriting and some not? Right? I mean, you saw that, right? We have this one coming in. It's not rotated. So the second one's not rotated, but the first one is. Whereas the first one has the HTML background and the second one has the body's background. What the heck? Why you gotta be like this? Okay, no, don't do that. That doesn't help me figure anything out. Let's see. So plus P. Oh. We're not targeting anything here. Because we're nested. And we can't. Okay. So we got to target both paragraphs. 100 moves it that way. What's 135? Plus 135 is 270. That must be why it's getting flipped 3/4 on the second one. So it is getting the rotate on both of them. But it's not getting the background. Yeah. It's getting the rotate because another 45, another 90, and that's why that blue square is up over there. Up over there now instead of the top right was where it started. So both are rotating. Okay. Okay, I think I just need to do... I think I know what I need to do. Let's just reset. Okay. Let's see what we do with this margin now. Let's get rid of the second P. Let's move one at a time, right? Weird. Okay, there it is. I have a rotate 0 on my paragraph, but it's not applying. Okay. What happens if we do nothing? Nothing changes there. Let's leave it. Leave it plus star. Okay, my idea is kind of falling apart now. I have rotate 0. Okay. Negative 135. Okay. Everything's backwards. Still backwards, even with the 135. That is such... I'm all turned around. I really am. You know what? Let's just not stress about this 200. Let's just say 200. Um, 100. Why did it move it that way? Oh. I don't know why I'm having to do a negative one. Why is this rotate just not applying to this paragraph? I should be overriding this rotate. It should be, we should be able to say 0 degrees. It's like rotate is not doing anything. To the paragraph. These other styles are applying, but the rotate isn't. And yet, I just want you to move on a normal axis. That's all I really need. All right. Something I realized. This doesn't have to be that huge. It can be 2, and let's just. All right. I don't need to figure this out. I just need to make it work. Let's turn on our diff. Let's get it up and do the right. 80, 70, 60, 30, 180, 90, 200. I'm okay with that. 70, 20, 10. Okay, that's about right. 190, 180. What? Back and forth. You know what? That might be good enough. That might be good enough for what we need, right? Let's take that out. This is ridiculous. I'm like partially right. I don't understand why I'm not all the way right. Where, let's put our plus P in, see where it winds up. It's there. Okay. Can I rotate it? It's the wrong size. Padding is now inheriting. Okay. So actually, let's take this off. Let's get rid of padding. We don't need padding. I want it to stay that size. And that 100 is fine. I just have to move it into place. Okay, get rid of this one again. Now our paragraph disappeared. Does it have 0 padding now? Because it's position fixed and it's not inheriting from here? Okay, it needs to be a 100. Yeah, that was what happened. All right. Let's just get it all the way down to 10. Good enough. Okay. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Okay, we're not in bad shape here. Let's just throw rotate on this, see where we are with this positioning, and we're almost there. I think I shouldn't say that. Another 90, so it's one. There we go. Let's just margin it in. We just got a little bit of work to do there. I'm tempted to do a transform. The transform translate would probably be the same. Oh, Lord. Where are we going with this? Wait. 10 is pretty close. There. To 10. 20. 10. All right, we'll get it. We'll get it there. We'll get it there. We're close. To 10. Okay. Can't be right. Oh, man. Why does that look so wrong? That diff, it's not horrible. But all these very bold lines just doesn't seem right. Yeah, I hate playing these number games. All right, let's just hit submit and see what happens. That was a hot mess. Not gonna lie. 99.9. Big shocker there. All right, let's see if the body can be. Oh, okay. All right, that looks a little bit better. That looks a touch better. Let's see what we can get with this now. 214, 215, 216, 215. Okay, all right. We can hope, right? 99.9. Yeah, I'm missing a trick on this. Again, for sure. Definitely. Why it doesn't want to line up, I don't know. So this star selector should be applying position fix to everything, which should let me move stuff around how I see fit. The rotates are being odd. I should look into how that inherits and why it would inherit and then not, I couldn't change it. But I could change it. But I also wasn't seeing the changes I was expecting. Like if I put 0 degrees here, I'd expect it to come back to 0 degrees. But I think, yeah, coming up with ideas, but no, I don't know why. I'm going to leave it here. I'm not going to chase this one. I could go back and forth on these numbers for a while. And we have essentially the same design. I know I can get 100% eventually, and that kind of, I don't know, like, it's solving the challenge. Getting to 100% is a nice cherry on top, but for me, it's mostly just achieving this and trying to figure out, trying to think through the problem with a, like take advantage of the rules of CSS. Exploit them in this scenario. How can you best exploit them? And I like the idea of using, I mean, I didn't have to write out another conic gradient. That did work. I'm pretty happy with that. I'm going to take that win. But the rotations and the margins, those got ugly real fast. So I'm not too happy with that part of the solution. Is there a better way to do it? I don't know. I don't know. Part of me thinks there is actually a really simple way. Like it almost seems like this part is the boxes overlapping it, and then this is just showing up below. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know, guys. All right, I'll leave it there. I hope you had a good time. I hope you got 100%, and I hope you had a little bit. Blah, 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 blah. Hope you're having a good time.